A warm hello to you this day. I'm recording this on Sunday, August the 11th, and I have come to my favorite little nature area and have just spent the last 2 or 3 hours here. And I am wanting to post a follow-up video from the video I posted last week where I shared about Eden and I going separate ways and what I will be bringing as I move forward with all of you in my community. And what has really come up for me in this past week is about resilience. I feel that I may have something to offer to you around resilience. So I wanted to post a video, follow-up video, specifically about the strategies that I've been using that have given me remarkable resilience for going through a very, very difficult transition this past month, and will be continuing over the next 20 days or so. So this started to come into my mind when I had a little catch-up Zoom chat with one of my first business mentors. I think it was last Tuesday. I got together with Judy Hughes. Her business is called Business Builders, and I took a one-year program with her when I was just in the beginning of my self-employment business journey. She's a lovely, lovely soul. I do recommend you checking out her business, Business Builders. And so Judy, she comes on to the Zoom, and she says, "I saw your video announcement that you made." And then she looks me right in the eye over Zoom, and she says, "So Andrea, how are you really?" I know where her question was coming from. We all know that relationship breakups are challenging, and especially when it involves a business, extra challenging. So I understand why she was asking me that. So I answered her, and the honest to God truth is I am doing really, really well. Yes, this has been very, very challenging, like challenging to my core and painful. And at the same time, I am thriving. My body is healthier than it's been in 2 years. My body is stronger and more flexible than it's been in 2 years. I am feeling uplifted. I'm feeling like I'm looking forward to a bright future. And so I would like to share what I've been doing that has allowed me, even in, what would normally be really one of the most difficult experiences a person goes through, the breakdown of their love relationship and their family. It's on that top 10 of, the most challenging life experiences is the end of a relationship. So I would like to share what I have been doing that has allowed me to be walking step by step through this experience in a way that has allowed me to grow and to thrive. So I would just like to take a moment to tune in to everyone who is listening, watching this video, because I would like to bring through what will be most helpful for you. So I'm just going to take a moment just to tune in. So first of all, there are the basics that you already know. The basics of self-care, of getting good sleep every night, of drinking plenty of water every day, and eating super nutritiously. I am not indulging in any junk food whatsoever because I do not want to do anything that is going to lower my mood, lower my vibration. So I've been feeding myself really well. I get out into nature just about every day, and I intentionally connect with the ancestors of the land, and I ask for nature to cleanse my aura every day. It's very important. Keeping a good, steady morning routine is also very grounding, and so I've kept that. So having just acknowledged some of the basics that you would already know, I'm going to start to share some of what has been more advanced. And so the first thing is my spiritual discipline, my training as a spiritual warrior. Specifically I was brought up in the Shambhala tradition. And so there have been so many gifts from having been brought up in the Shambhala tradition. And one of them is connection with energies that are called dralas. And that translates as energy above aggression. So it's they're visualized as these white warriors riding white horses, flying through the sky, wearing things like crystal armor. And the connecting in with an upliftedness has been very important to me, because all those basics that I already went through, it's really easy to let those slip. If I slip into darkness, depression, slipping too much into grief, yes, I have been spending my time in my grief, but I'm not spending too much time in my grief. I am finding a balanced way forward through this, being able to attend to practicalities, as well as attending to my emotional well-being and processing what has been happening. And so connecting with the Drala principle has been huge for my being able to keep an uplifted approach to every day, an uplifted approach to all those self-care things that I already went through that are basics. Because when we're going through mind-boggling challenges, it's really easy to lose those basic disciplines that give us that basic sense of well-being on a daily basis. So you connecting in with your own way of connecting in with something like Drala, energy above aggression, connecting in with that white knight kind of energy to uplift yourself above the sense of conflict, above the sense of struggle, so that you can be coming from a higher perspective of greater well-being. And I would include resilience, so that you're able to maintain those healthy practices that we already went through. And also, it's so important to energetically attune and be open to needed resources coming in. It can be easy when you're going through something that's, to every fiber of your being challenging. It can be easy to not be open to the gifts that are, coming in every day. So I'm going to share one of the gifts that came in very early in the game, probably around maybe the first third of July. I happened upon this YouTube. It was a woman named, I think her name is Tara Arnold. She channels a spiritual entity, energy called Saint Germain. And she had this wonderful message from Saint Germain that, honestly, I found so helpful, and I would like to share the essence of it with you. So what Saint Germain was saying is that, yes, that the month of July was a very difficult month for people who are trying to uplift the world. I think that they use the word light worker. So a very challenging month for light workers, especially around heart chakra issues. And so, as soon as I heard that, I'm like, whoa, yes, this message is for me. And so it was very interesting, the medicine that Saint Germain was suggesting. The medicine was to sing and dance about your misfortune. So they were saying, if you're going through bankruptcy, then sing and dance about how wonderful it is that you're going through this experience of bankruptcy. And they said, if your relationship is breaking down, sing and dance about how wonderful it is that your relationship is breaking down. And so, as counterintuitive as it was, I practiced it. I did it. I would come out every day from my walk here to this nature area. I would sing and dance in the nature area and say, it is so wonderful that my relationship is breaking down. I can't believe how good everything is going. Yeah. And I'm like, I am crazy. But what I found is I actually started feeling better. Like after a few minutes of the singing and dancing, I was remarkably kind of believing what I was saying, and I was feeling better. And the reason that Saint Germain was suggesting to do this is because if we are just in a dark and depressed place when we're going through these things, our eyes are closed to the miracles that are happening around us. And by raising our vibration, raising our mood, by singing and dancing, we open ourselves to the miracles that are coming in through this transition. Because that is what it is it's a transition in our life. And so that was so helpful to me, for really opening my heart, opening my being, opening my eyes to the miracles that were coming in. And I'll just share, like, one of these amazing miracles is that, I was having to quickly find alternative housing, and I was kind of scrambling and all of that, and I was scared. And I reached out to my network, and I'm really glad that I've got a pretty extensive network. So I reached out to my network, asking about any housing possibilities that people knew of. And one friend said, I know this 85-year-old lady who's renting a room, and she hooked the two of us up right away. We had a phone conversation that very day, and it led to a couple of Zoom conversations, and then me taking a trip to Halifax to see the room, see her house, and to find out, what an amazing opportunity this is for both of us. She's going to have a younger person, which it is funny. I mean, I'm 57 years old. I'm calling myself a younger person, but compared to 85, believe it or not, I'm a younger person. So it's going to be helpful for her that she's going to have a younger person living in her house. It's going to be helpful for me because I'm going to be living in an amazingly beautiful, huge house, and with an amazingly beautiful, huge backyard with all these gardens, backing onto a greenbelt area, which is then backing onto this beautiful lake. I mean, I'm going to be in heaven come September the 1st. And, it is a miracle. It's a miracle. And there's going to be space for all my stuff. I don't have to get rid of all my things. There's space for me to store my things in the basement safely. And, this is just going to be a good transition point for me to collect myself and to recollect some wealth for moving on and then getting my own place. So honestly, it is a miracle where I'm heading as of August 31st, September 1st. So by my actively working on raising my vibration, by singing and dancing, I was open to that and so many other miracles. So the final thing that I would like to share that has really contributed to my thriving within, really, honestly, a very challenging circumstance is my community, my network. I have got 4 really, really, really good friends. Like, they are wise people. They're not like taking sides about, this breakup that I'm having with Eden. They're very fair-minded. They're very loving. They're always coming from a place of love and wisdom. And they have really been giving me a lot of support because I've been needing to talk. And the 4 of them have just been amazing. I have felt so loved and so supported by my 4 close friends. And on top of that, I have an amazing community with all of you. I can't believe how many people lovingly reached out to me after the video that I posted last Monday, and offered love, offered support, offered prayers for both Eden and I, offered to talk. I really was very, very touched by this wave of love and support from my community. And so I think that community and friends they make all the difference for going through the most challenging times in life. And so I have really worked to invest in my friendships. I have cultivated very conscious relationships. And I regularly have stayed in touch with my friends, even with, all of the roller coaster of, getting involved in this new love relationship and, developing family. It took so much time and energy to do all of that, but I still made sure that I was connecting with my friends regularly. And you know, I've stayed in good touch with my community, all of you, and I've invested in developing my relationships, and it really pays off when you're going through a time that is so challenging. So, so I encourage you to reflect on the resiliency tips that I am sharing with you, and you can see the proof in how, although I am going through just, you know, a deeply heart-wrenching, challenging time, at the same time, I'm able to show up with you. I'm able to thrive. I'm able to create a beautiful life going ahead. And I'm able to continually strive to become a better person through each step of moving through this situation. I'm not in survival mode. I am in thriving mode, where I'm able to learn and grow and become a better person through this. So I hope that you will enjoy this video. I hope that you will enjoy my resiliency tips. If you have any response or feedback, I would love to hear it. I really do appreciate the engagement with you valued people in my community. I have to say, my heart has grown so much bigger and so much love through the interactions that we've had through this time. So I'm very grateful for you. And I look forward to creating, you know, more beautiful experiences and programs and experiences together. And I am sending you all my love today. Okay, bye-bye.